What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shantia, and I'm back with another banger, another word. Okay, so listen, y'all, I got a word for y'all today, and the title of this video is Who's on Board? Who's on board? Okay, listen, child. So this morning I was reading Jonah, okay, in the Bible, and in Jonah, it's a quick read if y'all haven't read it. But anyway, so in Jonah, okay, Jonah was a man who was disobedient to what God told him to do. Okay, so God asked him to go to the city of Nineveh, okay, and to cry out, for the people, because the people were doing like wickedness, okay, whatever. Anyway, so he told Jonah to go to the city and to cry out for them on their behalf to God. Jonah was disobedient. So we all know the story, okay? Jonah ends up on the boat and stuff. But listen, child, a lot of us always talk about Jonah and his disobedience, but I thought about it because I was just like, listen, child, in Jonah 1:8, okay, the people that were on the boat, they were sitting over there asking, like, where did this storm come from, child? Where is this storm coming from? Like, why? Like, listen, we are supposed to be sailing. This is the time where it's supposed to be smooth, okay? We didn't check everything we needed to check to make sure that it wasn't no storms coming. Like, this is harvest time, okay? We're supposed to be enjoying this nice little sail, okay? But God sent a storm on their behalf because of Jonah's disobedience, okay? So listen, so in Jonah 1:8, it says, these are the people talking to Jonah. They said, so they asked him, tell us who is responsible for making all of this trouble for us. What kind of work do you do? Where do you come from? What is your country? And from what people are you, okay? So listen, they trying to figure out, Jonah, who are you? Okay? You being in our presence, you being on our boat has caused so much turmoil, has caused so much confusion, has caused so much distraction, has caused, right, a storm to come upon us, a storm that we were not prepared for, okay, a storm that we shouldn't even be in. Listen, child. So when I thought about that, I said, ooh, that's a word, because some of y'all are in storms right now that you shouldn't even be in. Some of y'all are dealing with things that you shouldn't even be dealing with. Listen, God told me to tell you, you need to take inventory and look to see who's on board in your life right now. Who is on board in your life right now? That's why I always say in my videos, you have to watch who you are connected to in certain seasons. When you're connected to the right people, when you're connected to the person who is connected to God, the person who is obedient and getting blessed, just because of you being connected to that person, their overflow will begin to overflow on you. And vice versa. When you're connected to the wrong person, right, then you start realizing, why am I going through this? Why am I experiencing this? Why am I experiencing that? Because you thought that everything was in the clear. The people on the boat, okay, they thought that it was in the clear, but didn't even know that something came through the crack. They didn't even know that Jonah came through the crack, and he was the one that was causing all the storm and the chaos. Listen, there might be some people that have been coming in the crack, okay? Coming in certain places in your life that you don't even realize, and they have been causing havoc in this season. So listen, child. So God told me to tell you to check who is on board in your life. Because there might be some people that cannot go with you to the next season. It doesn't even matter how long you've known the person. It doesn't even matter how much history you've had with the person. Friends forever, friends since childbirth. Listen, child. Just because you have history with somebody doesn't mean that they're on the same level that you're on. It doesn't mean that they're connected to your destiny. It doesn't mean that they're connected to go with you to the next level. See, a lot of us get connected to people in certain situations and circumstances based upon our pain. A lot of us have have friendships where we relate to people based upon our pain. We got connected with that person because we shared the same pain of abandonment issues. We got connected with that person because we shared the same pain of men mishandling us. We got connected to that person because we share the same pain of being in divorce. We got connected to that person because we were trying to fill the void with weed. We got connected to that person because we were trying to fill the void with the alcohol bottle. Listen, a lot of us have connected to certain people and friend groups based upon pain, based upon trauma, based upon gossip. And God is saying in this season, in order for you to get to the next level, you're going to have to take inventory. You're going to have to release certain people and certain things that do not serve you in this season. You're going to have to break up with it. You're going to have to break up with them. They're holding you back. They're holding you hostage. You're in storms that you shouldn't even be in. Jonah shouldn't have even been in that storm. If Jonah were to be obedient to what God told him to do in the first place, which was to go to Nineveh and to cry out on behalf of the people, if he would have been obedient, he would have never even been in the storm nor caused the storm. So now Jonah had to detour and take a path, okay, get thrown overboard into the fish for 3 days and 3 nights, okay. And the one thing, instead of Jonah having to go out to Nineveh to cry out for the people to God on their behalf, now Jonah was thrown in the fish and now he had to cry to God. So instead of Jonah crying out for God, Jonah now had to cry to God in desperation to get him out of the storm and the situation that Jonah placed himself in because of his disobedience. Listen, child, this is a word for somebody. Some of y'all in storms because people have been creeping in through the back door in your life. And you don't have a lot of stuff on lock. You don't have a lot of stuff secured up. But listen, now is the time to take inventory. And some of y'all are in storms because of your disobedience. And you have not been listening to God. But yet you have been blaming God for the storm that you're in right now. But really it's because you did not listen to God. You were not obedient to what he told you to do. You were not obedient to where he told you to go. Listen, child. This is a word, okay? So anyways, I pray that you all can receive this blessed and prosperous word. But God is just saying, take inventory and look to see who's on board. Who is on board in your life? I love you, but I gotta love you from afar. You can't go with me to the next level. I love you, but you no longer serve the version that God is calling me to be. People are going to be uncomfortable when you grow. People are going to be uncomfortable. They're going to talk. They're going to do X, Y, and Z. Child, let them talk. Let them underestimate you. I don't think that I'm better than you. I just think that I'm better than the situation. I don't think that I'm better than you. I just think that I'm better than the version of who I used to be. But because they don't want to make a conscious decision to grow and to evolve, I got to do it now because I have somewhere that I got to be. I have places that I need to see. I'm trying to be obedient to God because I have generational curses that I'm trying to break. I'm trying to create a lifestyle that I've never seen before. I'm trying to become a person that I've never been before. I'm trying to become a wife that I've never seen before. I have people connected to my destiny that I need to lead and make a pathway so that they can have a bridge to cross and to walk on. Listen, child. We ain't got time in this season to be saving grace. You don't have time. You don't have time. The clock is ticking. You're wasting time being connected to the wrong people. You're wasting time allowing people to come back in your life after they showed you who they were. Believe them the first time. If they was a snake one time, they're going to be a snake again. If they betrayed you one time, they're going to betray you again. If they could lie one time, they're going to lie again. Not to say that God can't change them, but a lot of people, when they get themselves in situations, it's rare that people get themselves in situations and relationships and they leave out of that and actually run to God instead of run to God. A lot of people run from God. It's very rare that you have people that deal with situations and circumstances, and as soon as they get out of it, they run to God. Listen, child, I'm one of them people. I'm gonna run straight to God. Baby, I'm trying to evolve. What did I do? What did I mess up in? Who did I let on my boat? I wasn't seeing things clearly. Listen, child, anyways, I pray that you all can receive this blessed and prosperous word, okay? Please take it back to God. It's not for everybody, but a lot of y'all need to take inventory, okay? And look at your surroundings, look at your lifestyle, look at your friendships, look at your environment, and begin to make changes. You have the power to change things in your life, okay? So I love you all. Until next time. Bye.